let's get back into action.
Okay.
So I'm essentially gonna give a piece of rope to Morgane and then throw the other one, like, over the edge to the closest to Francis over here.
Okay.
France?
Have you guys been naming the townsfolk?
I have not named any of them, but there's
Someone has been
I
naming
bet it's Grunty.
They actually do all have names, Grunty. Okay, you don't have to give them names just because I
Doesn't
didn't name
matter.
them.
They're my names now.
This is what Boss calls him.
Horsey.
Horsey's my favorite.
I do like YouTube.
YouTube. Oh my.
I may have been inspired by that one.
Okay, so you throw a rope down. Let's see how quiet the townsfolk can be trying to get out of this pit.
One immediately starts screaming.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 20.
Good.
I'm going to say, yeah, you very slowly, very carefully help all of these townsfolk out of this pit. They all sort of slowly make their way out of the cave and out into the open over here.
Hooray!
We'll pull them all down here.
Thursday, come on.
Oh, yeah, there's a good name.
Okay. We should probably. Actually, there might be another.
Finish exploring the cave.
Yeah.
I would recommend that we take a rest for a bit before we start moving on, because a couple of us have been clobbered by an ogre.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
You can take the next ogre if you want. Morgane is in favor of resting.
I'll just cast Prayer of Healing.
The dwarf comes back in to meet all of you. He walks up to Light Blast, since Light Blast was the one talking to him before. Who all sent you here? Is the town safe?
I mean, we were looking for. We were coming to your inn for work, but when we arrived, there was a bunch of stone. The drawbridge was down. A bunch of stones had been dropped on the bridge. The center stone thing, the obelisk, was missing,
stone.
and it was overrun by goblins. We cleared out the goblins, and then the town got overrun by orcs. So we cleared out those as well, and then we came looking for you.
So the town's safe now. Did Lady Nandar send you for us?
Oh, was she one of those?
Yeah, she died.
Yeah.
The dwarf looks incredibly sad. What happened to her?
Crushed by
the
one of
orcs?
those sky rocks.
Oh, these fucking giants.
Yeah.
So is this a common occurrence?
Wait, giants?
Aye, giants. They attacked from the sky. Flying castles.
The giants have flying castles?
Do giants
I've
have...
never seen
I'm
them
looking around. Do giants have flying castles?
They
Boss
floated
is
over the
just
town
shrugging.
and threw rocks down on us. We lowered the drawbridge and fled, but when we got here, we found these caves overrun by goblins.
Is
That
this
too.
like an allegory, or
pets.
is that what actually happened?
Did you see the fucking rocks? Of course it happened.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. From a,
I think she was referring more to the sky castle, but
Yes,
the story's been corroborated to us before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that's a thing now.
That's a lot to take in. I was still processing the flying castle part.
wait. I mean, I feel like it's the same amount of information to
Giants,
take in.
though.
Are you saying you haven't seen giants before?
Are you saying giants are less believable than a flying castle?
No, I'm saying a flying castle with giants is less believable than a flying castle with magic elves or something.
Okay, so what about a flying castle with goblins? Is that more or less believable than giants?
That would be...
Probably
well, this is
less, right?
ongoing.
They're smaller.
All right, shut up.
Everybody
The town's
regains
safe,
13
I'm gonna
HP.
Okay, you heal everyone?
Yeah.
For 13?
With what spell?
Prayer of Healing.
Prayer of Healing. Okay. Everyone's healed for 13 HP.
I wasn't even
Mark-
injured.
Morik says, all right, well, I'm going to lead the townsfolk back to town.
It was
Thank you
safe
for
when we
rescuing
left.
us.
May not be safe anymore, so be careful.
If it's not
I
safe
will.
anymore, you should probably consider moving because it's being attacked
3 times now.
3 times in total while you were.
I think the
Yeah.
main issue here is that whatever you're paying the guards in the keep, get new.
It's too much.
Yeah, hire new personnel because they were not helpful and they were cowering in their keep.
They helped
they
with the
helped
works.
sometimes. I mean, they
They
were
did not.
they.
They hit more often than we did.
Yeah, and honestly, they also suffered through their town being attacked by apparently flying giants.
Yeah, which it's their job.
The
to
dwarf
stop.
and the townsfolk leave and go back to town. Are you going with them or are you staying
Yeah,
here?
I'm going with them.
I'm not. I'm gonna finish clearing out the cave.
Yeah, I'll.
Morgaine, if this cave is close enough that they fled to it in time of need, probably should make sure it's safe in case they need to again. As you said, they have been attacked 3 times.
Someone needs to escort the villagers just in case there's more shit in the city.
And this is where the bats attack.
Bats come from
Morgaine does have
everywhere.
a point. We could escort them, make sure they're safe, and then
They
return.
managed to flee once. Surely
It was
they'll
about-
just
But we
flee
don't
back
know if
here.
there's anyone waiting.
It was
in the
about an
city.
hour brisk walk up to this cave. So it's close, but it's not like right next to the town or anything like that.
Well, while they're figuring that out, I'm exploring this
Yeah.
path over here.
Wait, before you do that, I need your help with a thing. So if you can just, I'm gonna walk over to this entrance and shout in that we've cleared up
Morgaine, you
any
just go back to town.
goblins that attacked us. If there are any left, you might want to leave now. Thank you.
You hear a little voice shout out, "No goblins here!" And another one's like, "Nope, they're all gone."
So there won't be any if I come in and shoot fire everywhere.
Don't come in. We don't like fire.
Then leave.
Wait, we're not here.
Okay, I'm gonna start shooting fire around in a few heartbeats. So if you're not here, it's fine. If you are here but pretending to not be, you probably want to leave now.
No, wait, you don't need to shoot fire. We're gone.
Do I hear any type of movement?
You hear you hear some movement inside. Make a perception check.
Should I make one as well?
So that's an 18.
An 18.
17.
Yeah, you hear some scuffling around, and as you also hear a little like jingling of bells or something as you hear the scuffling.
Jester?
Pat, maybe?
Do
Cowboy
they
clown
seem to
troop.
be? Do they seem to be moving away from me?
No, not really.
Okay, and I'm gonna take a step forward and go. Here comes the fire.
No, we're gone. You don't need to.
And then I'm going to start by lighting a few of the rocks here with a cantrip.
Okay, just you cast light on it.
Yeah.
Sure, they start glowing.
No, I'm gonna see what happens.
You can't see too far into the cave, but I mean, there's still a little like jingling sound and scuffling. This all kind of winds around through here, so you can only your line of sight doesn't extend very far.
No, I just want to try and hear if the scuffling's running away or if they're just making noises to get me to move away.
No, they're just making noises. It doesn't sound like it's getting any further away.
Okay, Kazan, do you mind helping me? Because I don't want to... if
Doing what?
Just having them take their
Do you
things
want-
and leave?
Do you want them all to die?
No, I want them to run away. for the main reason that this is apparently a place where the townfolk try and run if big stones drop, so preferably...
Have you considered, Greg, that you are perhaps standing in their entrance, so they can't leave as you are here?
Well, I also know that there's this cave extends further in, so that's probably not the case. But I mean, we could just see if we could just check out this final tunnel if you want, but I just want to make sure that once we leave here, that there aren't any goblins around. And that they've taken their things.
What's to stop them from coming back? Once you've
Well,
left?
Says a mysterious voice from the darkness.
luckily, I don't have to deal with the rational side of my conscience today, so I
Just
ignore it.
ignoring the voice in your head.
So what are you doing, cKnoor?
I'm waiting. I'm gonna move it back a bit, I guess.
Okay.
Because Kazan does have a point, even though I think there's an entrance further back.
After a few moments, the scuffling kind of stops, and you still every now and then hear just a little jingle of like bells.
Okay, boss has to know what the jingling is, so he's gonna be sneaky.
Okay.
Turns out that he is easily distracted. So I have a 9 for stealth, and I'm gonna kind of sneak along the wall into the cavern and see what I can see.
Okay. You sneak into this part of the cavern. You look around. You can see there's a female goblin kind of crouched against the wall over here, not really paying any attention to you. Looking a little further this way, you know, there's another goblin woman. There's a very small goblin child just kind of sitting, playing in, you know, there's padded grass all laid down here. You're guessing this is kind of where they sleep and live. It's kind of hard to see through here without going further in, and you kind of have to squeeze through this little part of the wall.
So is the jingling evident in my immediate environs?
It sounds like it's coming from this way somewhere.
I'm gonna step back out. There is a back passage in that room, and whatever the hell that jingling is coming from there.
I mean, should we just go in and see what it is?
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Let's do that then.
Okay. You
Do
what
I
are you
know
doing? You're coming back?
Kozan's name? I can't remember if you introduced yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Kozan, you coming along?
Sure.
Okay.
I guess we're going to proceed into this tiny passage.
You head back into here, and inside this you find 2 other goblins. If I can change them to token, there they are. That seem kind of familiar to you, strangely enough. They're sitting there in a corner with each other, and they each got like little
We got a
jingly
bell.
bells that they're playing with.
You guys
Wait
go to
a
church.
minute.
And you look up.
Morgan's not there, but I think I know what's happening. That's fun.
They look up at you, and they're like, "No, go away. We're not here."
I mean, you're clearly here. We can see you. Just leave.
No,
Take
you
your
can't
shit and
see us.
go.
You can't see us. They cover their eyes. We can't see you. You can't see us.
I'm going to walk up to one and I'm going to poke him. Say, no, I can see you.
You know, he jingles his bell a little bit. He's like, "No."
If
Why-
you don't
where
leave,
you
I'm going
want?
to take your bell.
What? There's nowhere to go.
You can go out.
Go out where?
Outside.
Okay, you leave. We'll go outside.
What's over here? Past these.
You walk a
Down
little
boys.
further back and find the cave leads to an area full of bones on the ground. Make a perception check.
Fuck.
Oh. Bones are important.
So that's 11 plus.
14.
So 13.
13. You notice, yeah, there's a large number of bones on the ground back here, probably from small animals that the goblins have been eating. There's a few that seem to be a little bit bigger. Might be, maybe not just some beast from the forest.
Yeah, I want to take a closer look at the bigger bones and see if I recognize.
Have they been
any of them
eating
as-
babies again?
Well, that's kind of where I'm going with this. I want to see if any of them are humanoid.
Sure. Make a nature check or survival check. Nature or survival, whatever you're better at.
Well, that would be survival, because as a
Survival?
swamp man, I'm terrible at nature. That's a 10.
10. Some of them might be. You don't know. You haven't seen. I mean, you've seen human bones. Some of these are bigger. They could be that size, but you're really not sure.
Could be. I don't know. Most of them are decayed past the point where I can identify them.
Okay.
Also, there's a lot.
Goblins just kind of crouch up there and then jingling their little bells around.
So I don't know. What do we do with the goblins? They're not attacking us. So I don't know if we got rid of the violent ones or what.
I mean, there's always some violent ones.
Well, we probably killed all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna, like, murder these things and
No,
cold blood.
no, that seems... I actually don't say this in front of them, because...
Oh, I do.
I mean, okay, in which case...
No, I'm straight up saying that I don't feel like murdering these people.
They're looking up at you with like the best puppy dog eyes that goblins can muster, which is not very good, but you get the sentiment. One of them jingles his little bell a little bit more. Jingle.
Where did you get those bells?
We found them.
In town?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then you need to give them back. Because that's stealing.
No, they're fun.
Ugh, I'm gonna try and snatch the bells.
Make a
Slight
I
difference.
thought you said you weren't evil.
I'm not. That's why I'm returning them.
yeah, make a just make an attack roll.
I think that's
that's
sleight
right.
of hand.
Oh no, that's
Well,
Okay,
it's
I'm
not
gonna-
really sleight of hand if you're not trying to do it stealthily.
yeah.
So, my proficiency bonus, which I guess is the attack roll, would be... So that's
Yeah.
a 14 in total.
Sleight of hand is manual dexterity, so...
Yeah, all right, you just reach out and grab the bell out of his hand, pull it away. He's like, no! And he's reaching for it and tries to grab it from you.
I'm gonna go...
Did you grab one of them or both of them?
I grabbed one of them.
Okay, while
Stealing
he's-
is bad!
While
That's
he's...
what you stole from me!
He actually... I look at Kazan. That's kind of a moral quandary. Is it like... Did he?
I don't know.
Yeah,
An
me
interesting.
neither. I don't really care enough to sit here and philosophize. So
I
I'm just
don't
leaving.
like liars.
They haven't lied yet.
They did. They said they were. They said they weren't here, and they clearly are.
I'm just going to leave.
Yeah, boss is also
don't
done
care
with the
enough.
saga of the gum mill.
I'm gonna angrily kick a bunch of pebbles around and follow
You kick
Bolas
some
and Kosan.
Okay,
like
every
to look
step that you
around.
take, there's another little jingle from the bells that you're holding.
Am I still using my previous stealth roll, or do I need to
No, you can make a new stealth roll now.
Because I'll take a point. 17.
Oh, well,
This
I
is
wasn't
when-
even trying to be stealthy, so I was
No,
just
me
walking
neither.
ahead anyway.
Well, I'll push in front of you and be stealthy in front of you.
Well, are you going to be stealthy with cKnoor jingling bells behind you?
But he's far enough back that it shouldn't matter.
All right, well, you wander forward a bit through this tunnel. Make a perception check.
Nice. Solid 10.
8.
10, 8. Okay.
There's 4.
You see that as you're walking through here, off to your left side, there's it looks like there was at one point another natural cavern here, but there's a boulder kind of smashed into it, blocking it.
Immediately to my left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
but
so
the path does continue forward from where you
I
are.
am on the lookout for black pudding.
Does it look like it was forced there, or it collapsed from the ceiling?
Looks like it was forced into place.
That's
okay.
odd.
So we might be able to push that out then.
Yeah, or it was pushed from the other side. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just continue forward a little bit.
Okay. Where you up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, in front of you. How are you seeing, by the way? Kozan, I know you can see through.
I
the
have,
He's a half elf.
Yeah, I'm a half elf, so I
You're
have.
half elf,
I think
so you
it's
have dark
low
vision.
light. What is it?
Yeah, I think half elf gets low light.
You see in the next cavern, there is a dead humanoid laying on the ground, being feasted upon
Dark vision.
by giant rats.
Mm.
The ceiling in this cave opens up a bit. It is 10
they-
feet high. Hold on, let me.
Yeah.
I'm getting them to. Not be hidden.
You have to do your narrative thing. I understand.
Behind the rats are 3 goblins, 2 goblin women, and 1 slightly larger goblin male.
Are these
as
rats
you-
bigger
as-
than a bread box?
They are giant rats. They're like dog-sized rats, and they're all
That's
eating
quite large.
this body here. As you walk into the entrance of this room, the goblin
As I sneak.
standing behind all the rats. Yeah, as you sneak,
Sneak, not walk.
looks up and says, "Who are you? Why are you here?"
Wait, what? The rats talk?
No, the goblin.
Oh.
Just came to rescue some townspeople. Trying to figure out what's in the rest of the cave, really, to be honest. Looks like rats and goblins and a dead guy.
The goblin roars, "Kill him!" Everybody roll.
Okay.
Maria's not rolling
Man.
initiative. She's like,
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
I think we're
Morgan's
on.
gone.
Yeah,
got
we're
a
on our
9.
way to the town, maybe.
One more than
15.
I got last time.
All right.
Yeah, Morgane is doing an IB.
Also 15.
I'm not doing an IB. I'm being helpful to the townspeople.
cKnoor goes before me because he has a higher modifier.
Okay, and okay. So, what's the order for initiative?
cKnoor
cKnoor,
goes-
then Boss, then Skoozle.
Yep.
It goes on. I like how I just use your names interchangeably. The goblin, there.
Not very polite, is he?
grabs a javelin sitting on the ground next to him and throws it at you, boss. Natural 20.
That'll hit, yeah.
Yeah, you. I don't think I have a javelin audio
I think it's...
sounds.
Oh, eh.
Yeah, doesn't look like I do. Anyway,
Probably sounds a lot like an arrow, to be honest.
yeah, I'll just okay.
Except for
Yeah,
the
you
bowstring
take.
part.
So you take only
40 points of
3 damage. Only
Okay.
3 as the
Nice.
javelin hits you in the leg. Light blast.
Okay,
I don't need legs.
I'm gonna walk up here,
25. Okay.
and then I'm gonna cast Shatter here.
Oh boy. Okay. Let me grab the rat stats real quick.
Rat
The entire
stats.
cave collapses. You all die.
Okay, I'm good. I found it. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Cast
so,
Shatter.
yeah, so it's a they need to roll Constitution saves against 14.
14. All right.
Yeah.
And that hits all the rats. And
Well, so it's a 10-foot radius sphere. Center that to point. So I'm centering it on this giant rat, and it should
Okay.
hit pretty much everyone. Well, actually, no, it wouldn't hit the front 2 rats.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could center it on the human and then it would hit everyone.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hit the goblins then.
No, it's a sphere. It's radius,
yeah.
so it would.
In which case it would then it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you hit everything.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, everything makes a Constitution save. Against what DC? 14?
14.
Okay, rat fails. Rat fails. Rat fails. Rat succeeds with the natural 20. Rat fails. Rat fails. Rat fails. Goblin succeeds. Goblin boss fails. Other goblin fails. Okay.
Okay.
So how much damage?
3d 8.
3d8 thunder.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's very powerful.
Boom. Shatter's such a crazy good spell.
So, yep,
16.
16. So the ones that succeed take half damage.
All of the rats are dead. Holy shit, dude.
Just
Yeah.
splattered across the wall.
The goblin that... Nope. Both goblins are dead. Even if they succeeded, they're dead. Yeah. And the goblin boss isn't dead, but injured. So, boss, what you gonna do?
I just
Pick up the javelin and throw it back.
kind of turn around and look at Light Blast for a second.
I
Shrug.
don't like liars.
I
When
shrug.
did these guys even lie?
They're goblins.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll deal with your racism later. And I step up to the goblin boss, and I attempt to shank him with my rapier.
Okay, you try to shank him with your rapier.
I feel like rapiers traditionally have been used for more elegant battle
Nope.
styles than just
Boss
shanking.
does boss seem like a very elegant person to you?
Yeah, it does. He's strangely charming, actually.
He's actually taken like the hilt of the
yeah,
rapier
you-
and just sharpened it to a point.
You stab into the goblin boss with your rapier.
With 10 damage.
10 damage. How do you want to do this? He's dead.
I mean, really, there's not a whole. I just kind of walk up and stab him. I just saw a wizard murder a whole
You
room.
very casually pull the javelin out of your leg. You throw it on the ground. You walk through the pile of dead rats
Shattered remains of dead rats.
and just straight up stab the goblin, who then falls and dies.
Yeah, it really doesn't deserve much of a ceremonious death, does he? He was kind of a dick. And then I wipe chunks of exploded rat off of myself, I guess.
Yeah,
Except
they
for
didn't
this
really
one
explode.
that's-
They kind of just crumpled.
I mean, there's a lot of them. I'm sure I have at least some dead rat viscera on me.
Yeah. All right. Well, combat over. That didn't last very long.
No, I'm gonna look at this dead guy.
Well, I'm going to push this rock to see if I can push it out of the way.
Make a
Why don't we
strength
check-
check.
I'm gonna
I say we should check out the
whoops.
dead guy first.
The dead
Well,
guy.
you
Go
guys
ahead.
are already over there.
Make a just perception check on him. Your strength check, 18. You pull the rock out of the way, revealing.
Well, I was trying to push.
Oh, push the rock. Yeah, you kind of just shove the rock whole area out of the way over here.
Okay.
Revealing a room with a small treasure chest in it, and
Nice.
a little hoard of gold and items.
Well, I am
I'll get to
going
that
to
in 1
investigate
second.
those. Yeah.
Yep.
I got
uh,
15 on my perception.
Yeah, this is a dead female human. She's, she's laying here. It looks like she's been chewed up by rats.
Unsurprising, really, given the surrounding of giant rats. Any like, I mean, I guess it depends on how long they've been chewed, but like any distinctive features, I don't
I
know.
mean, her face is still her face is mostly untouched.
Are they
You
wearing?
you don't
something
recognize
fancy?
her. No, she was definitely a commoner. She's just wearing, a light blue dress. Probably
Okay.
a woman from the town.
I'm gonna check this corner over here real quick.
The corner over there contains. This is the larder for the goblins. There's a few weapons and shields thrown in here that looks like they probably belong to the villagers. There's a couple spears, clubs, a few daggers, and a couple wooden shields. That's pretty much it, along with some food.
Light Brass, do you want to help me carry some of this stuff? They'll probably need it if they're going to keep getting attacked.
Skuzel.
Yeah. Sure.
Kozan finds. Overall, there's 12 gold pieces, 55 silver pieces, and 87 copper pieces in here. There is a matching pair of silver salt and pepper shakers. There's a blood-stained leather case. You unzip it and look inside, or unbuckle it, excuse me, and look inside, and it's got a complete set of thieves' tools within.
All right.
There's a wooden holy symbol inlaid with gold. It's the symbol of the god Sylvanus.
All right.
And you find one magic item, which I get to determine randomly. Just right
nice.
now.
Da, 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 da.
Let's see what happens. All right. What table are we
Come
rolling
on, bag of holding.
Table A.
That would be
All right.
useful.
Yeah.
Got a hold of bag in. It's an alternate dimension where you can just get things put into bags for you.
That'd be like pretty good too.
Okay, here we go. You're fucking kidding me.
Oh, please.
A 99, which on magic item table A is a bag of holding.
Nice.
I
Awesome.
can't believe that.
Perfect.
Congratulations.
Well,
You have
we
a
just-
bag of holding.
We did the tutorial quest. We got the like essential item.
We got the tutorial item.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
well,
kidding me.
I'm pretty okay with that.
All right,
All right,
worked
so
out well.
let's carry all these big bulky things that we're carrying. Light Blast. It sure would be great if we had an alternate dimension to just shove them into.
Hmm.
Can you do that? You just vaporized a bunch of rats.
I didn't vaporize them. I shattered them. It's different.
Same thing.
No, it's not. It's definitely different type of damage.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna pick up the body as well.
Okay, you pick up the body.
And
While this all is happening in the caves.
Yeah, you make it
Um,
back to the town.
Mm-hmm.
I
Morgane,
see
I
they've all
think,
been
is
named,
like trying to figure out this giant stuff because I think where she comes from, giants aren't really that big a deal down south.
They're not common most of the world.
Hmm. So I guess she's also like, I don't know, like trying to do humanitarian efforts. I guess like trying to help the villagers move rocks
Yeah,
or like
Sure, yeah, you're helping clean up
just
the village.
helping.
while
Yeah,
it's not-
helping out.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. What are the rest of you doing then? You
I'm
pick up
going
the
back
body,
the
you
way
take
I
all the
came.
items.
Well,
Yeah.
if
Okay.
you take all the, I guess it's time to leave.
Okay.
Well, actually, what I'm going to do is before I leave, I'm going to come over here to this crevasse.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have Mara fly across to see.
Okay, so
What
before
exists
you
on
do
the other
that, I
side.
was going to ask if you wanted to help carry the rest of the stuff, because for all I've known, you've just been off in the side room doing who knows what. So there's various stuff that they've taken from the townspeople that they probably want back and might need.
I will momentarily. I'm going to explore this. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bag of holding, and I'm just going to pour it out on the ground right here to see what's inside of it already.
5,000
Because-
goblins.
I guess
Because there
there's
could be something in there.
A
Right,
red
yeah,
dragon.
You to dump a bag of holding, you have to turn it over and kind of like push it inside out.
Yeah.
So let's see what's inside of it.
I guess I'm over here by now.
Where's
Oh my
my
god,
other
it's another bag of
perception?
holding. Wait, it just
Wait.
exploded.
What
And then I
There's
died
something
and
that
get knocked
happens
into the
if you
crevasse.
pull one into another,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I think
It makes a
casts
portal to
hiding
the astral
spell.
plane.
Yeah,
Uh,
they both get
it
destroyed. And you get a
explosively
portal.
makes a portal to the astral plane. I rolled a 2. There's nothing inside it.
Okay, it's still good to know. And then
You have Mara fly across the crevasse there and look down that next tunnel. It goes around a
Mhm.
bend, and then you find that it's actually been collapsed in on the other side. So there's just a big pile of rubble
Okay.
blocking the path.
well, that's good to know. All right. Well, I shall come over and assist these guys in carrying stuff.
Okay.
Do
So you take all of
I
the
know
stuff.
what a black pudding is?
Make a nature check.
There wouldn't happen to be a robe in this bag of holding, would there?
Nope.
Nope.
Damn it.
Well, we also don't know that he has it because he hasn't actually told us.
Nope.
You
That's true.
do not help put any of the stuff in it, or are you keeping it to yourself?
It doesn't sound like he has. I got a -1 on my nature check.
You don't know what a black pudding is.
What is a
You don't even know what
flap
pudding is.
pudding?
Welcome to the team.
Okay.
But no,
Well,
I'll reveal the fact that I have a bag of holding and
Okay.
help them stuff stuff in it.
oh, shit goes on. Yeah, that'd be help. Thanks.
Bag of holding is 15 pounds, but can carry up to 500. Is that correct?
I think that's right. I'll have to look it up. But there's
Okay.
a specific amount of square footage inside that you can use.
Probably enough to carry all this random mass.
All that stuff you can easily carry. Yeah, that's not a big deal. Let me double check.
Well, geez, I'll let the goblins take care of their dead. I'm sure they'll do something. And then,
500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. Weighs 15 pounds. Yep.
Okay.
are we done here? Anyone else have any reason to
Nah,
check
I'm
out
good.
this
No.
flap pudding?
Okay. So
Pretty
you
much
had
explored
you
everything.
begin heading back to town then.
Well, I'm actually when I do get outside, I'm gonna just get some sticks and stuff and set up a little pyre and ask Light Blast to go ahead and fire the body for me.
Fine.
The dead body of the townsperson.
Yeah,
Okay. You do that.
just and then we can leave.
Okay. You burn the dead body of the human woman, and you head back to town. You get back, you find Morgaine has been helping with the sort of relief efforts here. The guards from the other side of the keep have come over and are
It's about damn
helping
time.
clean everything up.
How'd they get over? Out of curiosity.
You're not sure. Do you go look at the bridge, or
No, I'm not that
Okay.
interested.
you're just curious? You wonder to yourself how they got over. Yeah. So you're back in town now. What do you guys do? cKnoor, make an intelligence check.
Sure. So that's a 12, I think?
12. Yeah, okay. You're guessing that no one would mind if you went into the wrecked trading post and just grabbed yourself a new robe.
I'm gonna go do that.
It takes you a minute to find one appropriately gnome-sized, but you get one and put it on. Morgaine,
I'm gonna call-
Moss,
Oh, go
Kozan,
ahead.
as you're all kind of together here, and Light Blast is getting dressed. That dwarf comes back to see all of you again.
Excellent.
Oh, good.
Well, it seems like the worst of this is over now. Thank you, all of you, for helping us. Truly, thank you.
I'm gonna be honest. If the worst isn't over, you've got some problems.
I agree.
Also, we did find another body exploring the rest of that cave. There's a few goblins there, but they seem pretty non-committed to violence. I still wouldn't recommend going back there, but I give a brief description of the body.
With all the goblins you've killed, I'd assume the rest will be off before long. They can't stick together on their own for too long. They need a whole clan.
I would assume. And so, yeah, I give a description of the person.
Oh, Daphne. Oh, that's sad.
I
The rats
performed.
got her.
Yeah, she
Oh.
wasn't holding together too well, so I performed the last rites of Killamvor, and we burned the body.
Oh, thank you. Did they
I just kind
took
of nod.
her and my friend Darthag? They took them together. He must have been eaten as well.
There were some possibly humanoid bones, but I wasn't able to identify, so perhaps, but we didn't see any other bodies.
Darthag ran the trading post over there. He doesn't have any other family here in town, but his ex-wife lives up in Tribor. She runs another trading post.
Do you happen to know if he was a religious man?
Somewhat, but not very much, I don't think. Just a
Any
little
god
bit.
in particular?
I wouldn't know. If you are traveling out of here anytime soon, I would be grateful if you could let his wife know, or his ex-wife, that is, know what befell him.
What was the name of the trading post?
The name of the Lion Shield Coster.
And you said where was it?
Exactly.
The trading post here was just this building right down here. It's where
Oh, I was asking him what the name of the wife's.
The other one. It's the same one. There, it's almost like a franchise. It's the
Okay.
Lion Shield Coster. It's in Tribor.
Tribor.
How do
Okay.
you spell that?
Triboar. Boar. Yeah.
Okay. It's in Three Pigs. Got it.
Yep. If you look at the map page,
Oh, that's right. We actually have a map.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
so
Mine's
you
still-
are between right now Daggerford and Waterdeep. You're
Mm-hmm.
on the Sword Coast there. Tribor, if you look along the road that goes out of Waterdeep to the north, not the northwest, the north one. It's way up along the road there.
Oh, okay. Right here.
Yep, right there.
Alright.
Yep.
I
Holy
see.
shit, that's far.
Yeah, it's a bit of a trek, but you guys were looking for adventure anyway. So
Yeah. We have
We
nothing better to
found
do
a
at this point.
lot.
Yeah,
you certainly
I'm
found some.
Have we found lucrative adventure though?
We found
yeah.
a bag of holding.
I mean, a bag of holding is worth quite a lot.
That's true. That is true.
I am gonna ask Morak if he can do a favor for me and explain the situation that we lost. I suppose I would call him a companion of ours during the liberation of the town, and I specifically need to see his body off to his hometown, but like we can't. We're not going that direction, so I'm wondering if they can take care of that for me.
Well, where is his home?
I think.
Remember?
Well, I'm trying to remember. Was it written anywhere on like? Do I know? I honestly don't remember.
I think we do.
It's Cormyr.
Yes, but I'm
Yeah.
trying to remember like if I knew that from something I identified on your body or.
Well, that's the hometown of the Gold Swords.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh
Which
man,
is
that's
my
that's
family.
Not, that's
It's,
not where we're going.
It's quite a distance. get back
That
to
might be a
Coolman.
bit much to ask, but we'll see how he responds.
Well, he tells you that they do get travelers stopping through here much of the time. If there are any coming that are going that direction, before too long for the body, then they'll see it off that way if they can.
I mean, we can always doesn't he have like he had money on him, right? We can just take the money he had, and whoever comes going that way can grab the money. Easy, perfect, problem solver.
I mean, you'll want to get him in the ground before too long.
What about the sword?
Yeah, what
Isn't there
about
a
that
family
sword?
sword?
Who said that?
What sword? So what about a sword? Is he going to have to be buried with a sword?
Is the sword special? Something? Who even uses
It is the family sword, so
family
it's
sword.
up to you if you want to deal with it.
I mean, Morgaine basically just took it to avenge Godric in battle, so she's not like particularly attached to like it being her sword. She's just if like this is part of the rites, I mean, I'll leave it.
Yeah, it's a family sword, but
Okay.
I would say that you have a claim to it in a way, so I'm going to leave that one up to you.
And you know what they say about family swords.
They should
Family-
always be taken by the person that you revived by dying.
A family that slays together stays together.
Well, he's dead, so that
Yeah,
would be
he's
bad.
Well, I mean, it doesn't necessarily specify that they stay together in this life.
I think my dogs would like to go outside, so I will be back in about 30 seconds.
Goodbye, YouTube.
Bye,
Well.
YouTube.